It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And up next, we're going to look at Patrick Mahomes. He comes in fourth in the league in passing this year.
It's the Broncos and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward. Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we've got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing match, right? In this season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, or at least you hope so. And this is where they have to be in that groove as we push through the heart of the season. Any team with hopes beyond Week 18, they got to be figured out. They figure out who they are and what they are right now. Their biggest strengths and their most glaring weaknesses. In this game, it's about emphasizing those strengths, hiding those weaknesses, and playing some winning football.
This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. Leading them out, fresh off a third Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
You really do love these moments as a quarterback, bouncing on that field, energized by what your defense just did, giving you a gift at the turnover and some really optimal field position. Wouldn't it be rude, Kate, of them not to accept that gift and put an early lead up to really crush their opponent's spirit?
Love gonna air this out to start. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they're gonna haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Receiver in motion, headed right. First down throw, here's Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Play fake, it's Love. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big one tight end.
Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And as we work our way through November, you see here, he's the leader league-wide right now in rushing touchdowns. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Completes this one to Chase. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Lays out left side and gets it. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down now, 7 to go. They send a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Got his target. It's Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Finds his man Chase. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Henry. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Trying to work quickly now.
Hey, 43, 15.
Trying to run with Henry. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Broncos reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Let's go now. Check.
Kamara gets it off the option. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Come on, set, go.
Throwing his love on third. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Escapes the hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Broncos corral it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Attack!
They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's got Harrison. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one taken in by Chase. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Play action, Mahomes. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
43! 43! Attack!
From the 19. Completes this one to Hill. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motioning the tight end now. This is Henry on 2nd. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He's got it! It's a Denver touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. The Ravens and Jordan Love set to take over again. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let go! Let go!
Shotgun now for Love. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
15.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by Jeff Okudah. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's taken in by Hill. Then even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
1st down from the red zone. Has it in close. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Yellow!
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. Kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
Looking to throw Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Denver. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Ready, set, go. Ready.
Love from the gun. Toward the sideline, and McBride's got it. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Completes this one to Chase. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, 43.
Now it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go.
Throwing it just before halftime. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. We've reached the midway point of this one, and the visiting Broncos taking a lead into that locker room. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. The rookie first-round pick, J.J. McCarthy, with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Richie James, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The rookie, Jaden Daniels.
Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. The Ravens are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Huh.
They motion a receiver left.
Go.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
Love out of the shotgun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Kamara's got it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
15. Return.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got his target. It's Hill. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down.
First down, Denver.
Follow these two.
Handoff headed right to Henry. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
On first down, they'll run. Great run here. He's across the 35. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
That's caught. Devon Achane. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Achane gets this on the draw. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To the air, Mahomes. The back's got it. It's a Denver touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hot it. Check go.
Back now, pressure on its way. He's got him. That's McBride. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down throw. Here's Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Shotgun now for Love. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That's taken in by Henry. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Remain Pratt with the play defensively.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Fight on these two.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Pitts brings it in. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Easy.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Yellow. Select.
Mahomes to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
A draw now. This is Henry. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd down carry for Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. He's got Harrison. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. My turn.
They give right side to Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
The Broncos had their eye on that play clock, and before it expires, they call a timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there, and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
15.
Trying down the middle with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos continue piling it on here in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. This is reeled in by Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Gets him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Love. That's complete to Kamara. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They bring their tight end left. Love to throw again. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Love on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Broncos ready to pick up their 8th win of the season.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Running this with Henry. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And this streak will live to see another week as they take down yet another opponent over Bronco. It has been an incredible stretch of games for them. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here.
Why I gotta get all these breakout opportunities on the user game? Some bullshit.